Hey guys, welcome back to some more Town on Fire in Ocarina of Time.
Nice way to start off the video.
In this part, the town's on fire. They were mad that ice arrows were pretty much optional and that they have really no use in the game, so here come the riots.
Here are all the Ocarina Time fans that says, "What's the freaking point of the ice arrows?"
That's my 100 gold sculpture reward? I'll burn it down. So yeah, the reason why this is happening here in Kakariko is that once you get the forest, fire, and water medallions, now you can enter the next dungeon here, Shadow Temple. So once you get all 3 medallions, next time you come into the front entrance in particular, you have to come through the front of Kakariko, this cutscene will play. Because if you come in from like Death Mountain, this cutscene doesn't do anything at all. It won't activate.
Cheek, that was a nice dance you had going there, but you kind of
Gee,
flopped
come on,
on
you
it.
could have upbeat out of that.
Yeah, it's better than the Fortnite dance, which is on every character at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, the thing that just happened there was that there was some invisible creature coming out of the well wanting to kill us. That's fun.
And now the fire's gone.
Sheik, how long have you been watching me sleep?
You didn't help me at all, man.
You know, it was raining. I hope you had my mouth closed. Otherwise, I was probably gonna drown. All that water just getting right in my throat, filling me up. It'd be bad. But yeah, now Sheik is pretty much telling us what that thing coming out of the well was. An evil creature now that just migrated itself from the well to the Shadow Temple, which is in the back here of the graveyard in Kakariko. Also, we just get a random plot dump of, oh yeah, and Impa is one of the sages. Like, okay, haven't heard Impa since like the first 2-hour mark of this game.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I was wondering where Impa was.
Yeah, we don't hear much about her. We see Impa and Zelda escaping castle right before we turn adult for the first time. And then suddenly she's a sage. Like, okay, what? That came out of nowhere.
How did she die?
I feel out of all the sages, she is the one that just kind of happens to be a sage. Like, it's the most surprising one, because it's the one that just kind of comes out of left field.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like all the other ones had build-up, but then Impa's just that already.
I like,
But the Nocturne of Shadow.
yeah.
Nocturne Shadow is probably one of my favorite songs in the game.
It's really good.
It's probably the longest one, if you want to be honest here. The longest warp song. That and Blare of Fire are 2 really long warp songs, both in terms of notes and the actual song itself.
I don't think this music goes with this scene, by the way.
Yeah.
Town is in ruins.
I also love what she says. Let me take care of this village, and then she just leaves. Like, all right, good job taking care of the village. Like, you're not
Thanks,
even
Chief.
here.
Thanks so much. Can you actually jump down the well as an adult?
You can go down the hole for the well, but then the door is going to be blocked going inside because there's just boulders in front of it. Even if you could enter the well as an adult, you would still have a problem because there's a crawl space in there, and adult Link cannot fit. You do big. Also, there's no other good time to show this. I just want to show there's a random cuckoo inside the windmill.
I was gonna say, I never did this before.
Yeah, there's literally no reason for it. It's just there. So here you go, Anju. Have a chicken. You're welcome. No, make your cuckoo happy. This is your cuckoo. Now I'll make it so happy I'm gonna give it a bomb. Have fun playing with that.
No!
Uh-oh.
Run away.
The attack of the chickens.
That actually only happens on the ranch most of the time, so...
Yeah. Because there are not that many cuckoos in the game. It's either here in Kakariko or in the ranch. That's about it. Yeah, I kind of waited until we had Longshot to get this heart piece now, simply because I just kind of want to show it's a thing. You either use a bean to get up here, or you can just use Longshot.
I can never remember the dang songs. Okay, you're making me mad because it's just like yo, and I'm like, okay, come on, man.
And it's like I played this game for over a decade.
I was like, I'm sitting here struggling. I have to keep pausing my game to look at the damn songs to make sure I'm doing it right. And I'll just watch you play through. You go, and then that's all you have to do.
And that's all you do have to do. Link, you're supposed to put the sword down.
Link.
Link.exe has stopped working. Would you like to restart? So, that's a weird quirk about the pedestal here, is that if you're adult Link, hold your shield while trying to put down the sword. Link will just do that. As young Link, hold your shield while having your sword out, and then try to pick it up, and he'll do the same thing. You're interrupting the animation with something, and it just doesn't know what to do until you let go of R. So yeah, before we go into our next dungeon, as Young Link in particular now, we need to actually come back over to the castle. Because now with Song of Storms, there is a Skulltula. And this is one of the easiest ones to forget about.
This is one of the easiest ones to forget about, is that what you said?
Yeah, because it's kind of out of your way. Although, this is one of the easiest Skulltulas to duplicate. Because if you want to duplicate these skull tokens, all you need to do is grab this token as soon as you step foot into the light. Then you'll warp out collecting the token, but the game won't think you really collected it. So add it to your total, but it'll still be there. And you can just grind that infinitely to get infinite number of skull tokens. That is how I first got to 100, just to see what the prize was.
Froggos.
Yes, I hope you like music. We're going to be playing them a lot of songs. They give us 2 heart pieces, so time to play with frogs.
Not in that way.
Time to play with the frogs, make them grow. Just sprinkle some growing powder seed on them. I don't want your damn money, frog.
Don't even need it. I'm here with a full wallet and I have nothing to buy. I'm just going to be throwing all these 50s in the lake.
That's literally the bad thing about this game, is like you cap out at 500. I'm like, what the frick, man?
Yeah.
Even if you capped out like 1,000, that'd be still too little.
Well, the funny thing is, now you look at Zelda games today, and the maximum wallet cap of this game was like, what, the starter cap in Twilight Princess?
Yeah.
And Wind Waker HD.
Yeah, like, in later games, 500 was the normal wallet size. That just shows how bad this one is nowadays.
Does look so weird as each one grows, because now you've got 2 small ones and 3 big ones.
Yeah.
Grow, my children, grow.
Now you literally have 1 small one. It's like you're the oddball one out.
God, man, it's like I really wish that the 3DS version at least like upped your wallet.
Yeah, even the 3DS version doesn't fix the wallet stuff. The randomizer scene did, because they added a new one that is up to 999 rupees. But it's bad when modders have to fix it and not the actual devs.
Yeah. Alright.
So this is our final song we need to really play for them. You can play Song of Storms whenever in the chain. You can start with this one, because all you gotta do is play Song of Storms and they give you a heart piece. The reason why we played all the other songs is that you need to play Zelda's Lullaby up the Song of Storms in order to trigger a minigame. So now, after we played the whole first row of songs, we're gonna be playing a minigame to get a piece of heart. The Song of Storms will guarantee you a heart piece no matter if it's the first song or the last
you
song.
just get 2 heart pieces from the frogs.
That, honestly, to me, kind of felt weird. It's almost like they didn't know where to put another heart piece, so they made this double heart piece game. So that you have to play notes in a certain pattern. So play the note above the head. So basically, we're looking for that butterfly. We're supposed to play the note corresponding to the frog. I'm just going to recommend looking up the pattern for that instead of following the butterfly. You have about a second to react, and if you don't react, you have to restart the whole game. And it's a little hard to follow which frog corresponds to what note.
At least you got that, though.
Yeah.
FairyBoy, it's too hot in here. Hey, where's your tunic? I'm a kid.
It's too
I
big.
don't have this tunic.
I put that on, it'll fall off. It's like a tent.
Yeah.
So we're here mainly just to interact with the soft soil spot because we couldn't do this until now. So, planting a bean and getting a bug.
I think I got this like the very beginning of my playthrough. Still.
Yeah, this is one of the easier ones to forget about. So this is one of those, like, as soon as you can get it as a child, I just recommend doing it. Because it's very easy to just forget the soft soil spot even exists. You can always see it as a child, and you can only get to it with a warp song.
Alright, now we're gonna go to bottom of well finally.
Yep, now we got all our preparation work done, so now, warping here to Kakariko, we're gonna just anger this guy, make a time paradox, and enter the bottom of the well.
Yeah, I love this guy.
Make a time paradox. He says, "This darn kid, he made me mad 7 years ago. Played this song." You learn the song there, and then you go back in time just to become that kid that he angered.
Yep.
I don't understand how that works.
Time paradox.
Time paradox.
Multiverse theory's a bitch.
Just like how in Metal Gear Solid 3, when you kill Revolver Ocelot, it says time paradox because Revolver Ocelot's not supposed to be dead.
Nope.
Let's say pretty much the whole Android saga of Dragon Ball Z. That's a giant time paradox in itself. The only way they explain that nowadays is multiverse theory.
Of course, because everything can be answered with multiverse theory. It's like, oh, I can't explain this weird time consistency. Oh, it's because it's in another universe. Okay, mister. It's like just a couple years ago in like pop culture, they want to use that as an excuse for every stupid thing that happens in pop culture media.
Yeah, nowadays it's kind of overused.
Multiverse, and you hit the sign.
What'd that sign do to you?
It looked at me funny.